The morning sun streams through Alex's window, but instead of a gentle wake-up call, it's the blaring alarm clock that jolts him from his slumber. With a groan, Alex realizes he's slept through his alarm on the day of his long-awaited trip. Panic sets in as he springs out of bed, his heart racing faster than a hamster on a wheel. In a comical frenzy, Alex dashes to his closet, sending clothes flying in every direction like confetti at a party gone wrong. He grabs shirts, socks, and pants, tossing them into his suitcase with all the grace of a bull in a china shop. Wrestling with the zipper like it's a stubborn opponent in a wrestling match, Alex finally manages to force it shut just as it threatens to burst open like a jack-in-the-box. Now fully dressed and with his suitcase packed, Alex zooms out the door with the speed of a cheetah on roller skates. As he hurtles down the stairs, he narrowly avoids tripping over his own shoelaces, performing a last-minute acrobatic maneuver worthy of the circus. At the airport, chaos ensues as Alex races through the terminal, dodging luggage carts and zigzagging through crowds like a character in a video game with a glitchy controller. He reaches the security line, only to have his bag set off alarms like a fireworks show on the 4th of July. TSA agents swarm around him like curious bees, their eyebrows raised in bemusement as they inspect his bag with the scrutiny of a detective solving a mystery. But Alex is undeterred by the mayhem. With determination shining in his eyes, and perhaps a touch of desperation, he charges towards the gate, his suitcase trailing behind him like a loyal sidekick in a buddy cop movie. Just as the final boarding call echoes through the terminal like a trumpet fanfare, Alex reaches the gate, panting and sweating but with a grin stretching from ear to ear. As Alex settles into his seat on the plane, he can't help but feel a sense of relief wash over him. The chaos of the morning's events fades into the background as he buckles himself in and prepares for takeoff. But just as he starts to relax, he notices something peculiar happening in the row behind him. Two passengers, a young child and an elderly gentleman, seem to be engaged in a spirited game of charades. With animated gestures and exaggerated expressions, they take turns acting out various animals and objects, much to the amusement of the surrounding passengers. Unable to resist the infectious energy of the game, Alex finds himself joining in, guessing wildly at each clue and laughing uproariously at the absurdity of it all. In that moment, surrounded by strangers turned friends, he realizes the true magic of travel, the ability to connect with others in unexpected and delightful ways. As the plane cruises through the sky, Alex drifts in and out of sleep, his mind filled with dreams of the adventures that await him. He imagines exploring ancient ruins, sampling exotic cuisines, and getting lost in vibrant city streets. But amidst the excitement, there's also a sense of introspection, a quiet voice whispering in the back of his mind. It's a voice that reminds him of the importance of seizing the moment, of embracing the unknown with open arms. It's a voice that urges him to let go of fear and doubt, to embrace the journey with all its twists and turns. And as he listens to that voice, he feels a sense of peace settle over him, like a warm blanket on a cold winter's night. Hours later, as the plane touches down on foreign soil, Alex feels a surge of anticipation course through him. He gathers his belongings and steps off the plane, ready to embark on the next chapter of his adventure. And as he looks out at the bustling airport terminal, he knows that the journey is just beginning. As Alex wanders through the lively streets of the town, he spots a commotion up ahead. Curious, he quickens his pace to see what's going on. As he approaches, he sees a crowd gathered around a street performer who's putting on a mesmerizing show. The performer, a young man with a mischievous grin, is juggling an impressive array of objects, balls, clubs, even flaming torches, with effortless grace and skill. The crowd watches in awe as he twirls and spins, each movement more daring than the last. Caught up in the excitement, Alex joins the onlookers, his eyes glued to the spectacle unfolding before him. He can't help but marvel at the performer's talent and charisma, feeling a surge of energy and anticipation coursing through him. But just as the performance reaches its climax, disaster strikes. A sudden gust of wind sends one of the flaming torches hurtling through the air, straight towards the crowd. Gasps of horror fill the air as people scramble to get out of the way. In that split second, Alex's instincts kick in. With lightning-fast reflexes, he lunges forward, reaching out to catch the torch before it can cause any harm. Time seems to stand still as he stretches out his hand, his heart pounding in his chest. And then, miraculously, he feels the weight of the torch in his hand. He's done it, he's caught it. The crowd erupts into cheers and applause, but Alex barely hears them. He's too busy processing what just happened, the adrenaline still coursing through his veins. As he looks down at the torch in his hand, Alex realizes the gravity of what he's done. In that moment of crisis, he acted without thinking, putting himself in harm's way to protect others. It's a realization that fills him with a sense of pride and humility. But it's also a reminder of something else, of the unpredictable nature of life, and the importance of being prepared to act when the unexpected happens. In that moment, Alex discovered a strength and courage he never knew he had, and it's a lesson he won't soon forget. With a newfound sense of confidence and determination, Alex continues his journey through the town. And as he walks, he knows that he'll carry the memory of this moment with him wherever he goes, a reminder of the power of courage, resilience, and the human spirit.